Sometimes you got to admit that you're not good so that you can be good. Past few days I have not been good. It's been a lot of weight. Today is not really the best of days. It's a lot changing in my life. It's a lot changing within me. It's a lot of things happening that don't really make much sense right now. But I see where I'm heading. I kind of see what the universe is opening up. Sometimes the vision that you have for your life is not the path that you're meant to travel. And sometimes the idea of who you believe you are is not really who you are. And it's not a true representation of the effect that you have on people. I haven't been as good of a person as I like to believe that I've been. To my family, to people close to me. And I'm in a period of very, very, very big change in my life and in myself. You know, a lot of times we put on a smile, we put on the best face that we can put on for the world and for our jobs and for our family and friends and things, and we try to smile and be happy, and a lot of times we don't be good. Now, I could take these feelings and be depressed. I could be in a very low space, mentally, emotionally, and I can stop myself from making moves, or I can continue to make moves. And that's what I'm deciding to do today. I'm still being productive. I'm still putting in the moves that I need to make in order to make my life look better. And sometimes these decisions are hard to make and they're scary to make, but you have to constantly be committed to being a better person and to being a more loving person and a more humble person. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of in a space of confusion right now, because when you're in the midst of big change, things aren't gonna make sense. And they are not lying when they say, you know, growing pains. It hurts. And I'm in a period of just figuring a lot of shit out in my life, and it all goes back to me. I need to be better to myself. I need to put myself before the world. I need to put myself before anything. And I need to really love myself better. I hurt people because I'm not loving myself properly. I have to make very, very big changes to the core of who I am. And I know this probably don't make sense to a lot of y'all, because I know a lot of people love me and look forward to my energy, and I can promise you this energy is very authentic. I really have a heart of love, but I'm also a very confusing person. I'm a very, I can be dangerous. I can be not the safest person to be around if you get close to me. So I think the people that are observing me from afar, I think y'all can appreciate my energy more than people who are close to me. And I think that's the case for a lot of people, because you really don't know a person until you're close to them. I'm in the process of learning how to love the world, learning how to love the people close to me, and love myself without sacrificing too much of anything. You know, I want to fulfill my purpose. I want to be in a healthy relationship. I want to be a good son. I want to be a good father. I want to be financially stable. It gets to be overwhelming when you allow all that energy to keep you from what's most important, which is taking care of yourself. Sometimes it's hard to take care of yourself when you don't really know exactly what the fuck you're doing. And even though I have a clear vision of why I'm here on the earth, I think I'm in a huge conflict between fulfilling a purpose and also living in reality and being a responsible adult and, you know, managing relationships in the way that I need to manage them. It's a constant fight and a constant battle trying to find the balance. And I always give advice to people about how there is no balance, and that's when you find peace. But peace is also being able to say, I'm not at peace. And then you have to heal through that. You got to express whatever you need to express. You have to sacrifice whatever needs to be sacrificed. You have to lose people, things. You have to shift. You have to do whatever you need to do to make your life look the way you want it to look or need it to look, so that you can give the energy you need to give. And it's hard to admit that you're not doing what you need to do. It's hard to admit that you're not enough, even when you give your all to whatever the situation is. You can give your all, but if you're not full, then it's never going to be enough. And you have to accept that, especially as a man. You know, a lot of our existence is about the money that we make. And at the core of all my issues is my lack of money. And that's the only thing that's holding me back in this world, is my inability to focus on money. And I felt like, you know, through focusing on my purpose and focusing on my dreams, that I would attract money. And yeah, it's worked to a certain degree. But it's just frustrating, man. It's frustrating. So I'm having to switch everything about how I think and how I move so that I can just speed up this process of being in a better position. And I feel like when I get into a better position, I'll be able to be a better person to myself. I'll have more confidence in myself. I'll just be able to live a better life. So always remember, it's okay to admit that you're not okay. If you're not okay, just say that. But what's not okay is wallowing in your emotions, allowing yourself to be depressed, and definitely don't beat yourself up over anything. I'm really good at doing that to myself, and I could definitely be in that place right now. But I'm choosing to continue to just make the next move that's going to improve my life and put me in a position where I can be happier and provide more, to myself and to the people around me. Sometimes it's just discouraging though, because you want to believe that the energy you give is worth something in this society, in this realm. But I really do feel like it all comes down to money. That shit is disheartening. It's a tough pill to swallow when you're a dreamer and you want to move in a certain way and you just want to focus on, the good vibes and loving on people and doing all this shit. But in the end, it's really just how much money you got in that account. I don't know. That's hard to face. That's a tough reality to accept. Just continue to keep waking up. Continue to keep waking up every day with the intent to be better. And understand that process is not going to be easy. And it's going to require you to make some very tough decisions. But I'm going to have faith that because I'm willing to keep waking up and trying and keep making these tough decisions and continuing to be self-reflective, I feel like it's all going to work out for me in the end. It's already working out because I'm alive to talk about it. I'm alive to make another decision. So I love y'all. Thank you for listening. And I hope y'all doing good. Ninja Run.